Cool.
We're good, huh?
Yeah. We're back, baby.
We are back. And
Fucking
we're
back.
not in Longmont.
Right?
Yeah.
Well, hold on. We gotta do this. We gotta do this right. Somehow, the Religion of Speed podcast has returned.
Yeah.
Somehow.
Somehow.
I like that.
It's a miracle.
You guys know the reference.
Yeah. They're going to announce it in Fortnite.
What?
That's how they did it for the Star Wars.
They announced it in Fortnite?
Yeah, in Fortnite. That's how they announced it before the movie came out. You had to be playing Fortnite, and you would hear this transmission from Palpatine.
What world are we living in?
Somehow.
Yeah.
Palpatine has returned. Anyways, the Religion of Speed podcast has returned. We are back on video in the new space.
In the new space.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like the new space. It's cozy.
I do too.
We have a cat.
It is warmer
somewhere.
than the last space. Yeah, we
Yeah.
just had mice at the last one.
Right, we needed cats.
Yeah, this is, we're just going to keep adding and making it more car guy stuff, I think. I'm just going to make it more car nerd as we go.
Yeah.
So I think if we all bring something or add something each episode,
I like that.
then y'all can follow along and see how this background develops into our little home studio.
Yeah.
I like it.
You just got back from Japan, and it's just like, we need to talk about this. People need to know. The podcast is back. Let's fucking do it.
Well, let's start with the elephant in the room. If you're big in Japan, fucking, it's tough. It's tough, man. I was backing out of every single bathroom, dude.
Really?
It's that tight. You literally can't turn around.
Honestly, I think by the time I go back next time, I would like to lose like 50 pounds to feel a little more comfortable with like just taking up space on the train and in general. No, it was fine. It was fine. But you definitely do notice how much bigger everything in Western culture is. And
I mean, in the same respect, if I go over there, I'm going to be...
oh, yeah.
Like, 6'3" is insane over there.
Yeah, you're going to duck everywhere.
Yeah.
You're going to duck, and I'm going to smush. Yeah. The last hotel room I had was so small that there was like... It was that space between the table to walk between the dresser and the bed.
Was it like one
Wow.
of the pod hotels?
No.
Oh,
It was a hotel. It was a resort.
room.
It was a resort, okay? It was nice. I mean, it was cheap, and you're never in the hotel room anyway, so who cares? Because, yeah, that was in Yokohama, and that was where I rented a car and just cruised around. I went to Daikoku like 4 times in 24 hours just to get a feel for the different types of cars and people that would be there. And, yeah, Yokohama is a rolling car show. It is insane. I mean, you can go from parking area to parking area to Super Auto Box or A Pit and buy stuff, and then you can go to Up Garage, and then you go to like the Nismo showroom is right there. The Nissan Engine Museum is right there. There's and I guess it's a lot of Nissan because Nissan is founded in Yokohama.
Oh, okay, yeah.
In the 30s is what I learned as I read.
I guess I didn't know. I guess
Yeah,
I
I
maybe knew that, but...
Yeah, and they have that secret museum. Not secret because everybody knows about it, but you have to book it so far in advance that I missed the window.
Yeah.
But everything is very... If you're a car person and you go to Japan, you just get a car.
Yeah.
The train is great, but like those tours and the I was about to pay $700 for a tour to go to the places that I got to anyway by having a car.
Okay.
And
Okay.
I rented a car for $200 for 4 days, so I covered that in one day.
What kind of car did you end up renting? I know it was just like a whatever, but...
I got a Toyota Aqua,
Aqua.
which is like a Yaris hybrid, but it's got to be built on a Yaris.
Okay.
It's got to be built on a
It's
Yaris.
like a tiny hatchback.
Tiny hatchback.
Okay.
Because we had a Yaris a few days before that, and it felt the same, but just hybrid.
Huh, okay.
It had 1,000 kilometers on it. It was brand new.
Toyota Aqua.
Toyota rental car is like the biggest rental car company. So you just
Oh,
get
really?
like a new Toyota. Yeah, Toyota, Nissan.
So they just rent cars directly.
Yeah.
That's interesting because I was driving down Broadway, and the Toyota dealer down there, I thought it was a bad sign of the economy. It says rent a Toyota today.
Huh.
Right at the dealership. And I was like, cars aren't moving, huh, bud? Like...
Probably is a bad sign to do it here.
Right.
Yeah.
But maybe they're taking like a little bit of a cue from their Japanese side?
It was the easiest website to navigate in English, and it was definitely the most first-time visitor-friendly way to rent a car.
Okay.
Because I did rent from another company in Fukuoka, and it was a little harder to figure out their website, even with Translate.
Yeah.
You know, because they don't. Toyota has like an English-based website.
Gotcha.
You can also rent a GR Yaris from Toyota. You can rent a GR86 from Toyota, and you can rent a Supra now from Toyota, which is insane to think about.
Yeah.
I think they only offer automatic, but
That's,
it's fine for, you know.
Yeah.
Well, it's not like the Aqua was a manual. So.
No,
So they just do automatics for everything then,
I
probably?
think so. They might have them. Every time I clicked the manual option, it said nothing available.
Oh,
So,
gotcha.
Okay.
yeah. But
But that is, yeah, well, I guess they did make the GR Yaris with the automatic. They just the last year or two.
Oh. So
Or the Yaris, no. Am I thinking the Yaris?
they do have an automatic Yaris, because my buddy that I was traveling with, after I rented a car and told him, because we split up, and then when I went to Yokohama and I started sending him pictures, I was like, when you go to Yokohama in a few days, get a car. And he wound up renting a GR Yaris. It was
Okay.
automatic. So
Do you know how much that was?
not much more than mine. I think I paid $240 with everything US for 4 full days.
that's insurance.
Insurance and all that. I mean, tolls, they kind of bill you separately.
Okay.
And then I had to fill it up once, which, you know, that was an interesting experience too.
Okay.
Do you have to pay to have your gas pumped in Japan? Like,
No. They just do it. But I did go to, I went to a full service station and a self-service station at different times. And, you know, full service, you're just like, regular Montan, onegai ishimasu. And they're like, height. And then they just do it.
It's just like Initial D.
It is exactly, for sure. Dude, Initial D is so real, by the way. I got the super complete box over there.
Yeah,
I saw that. I thought you had a steam machine for a second.
Oh, yeah. It does look
funny.
like that.
Yeah, that's,
Yeah, the Initial D Super Complete box is just a perfect name.
That is really cool.
Yeah, I found it in a dusty little used pop culture shop in a place called Nakano Broadway. And I just saw the box and I was like, how much is it? And then I look and I was like, oh my God, it's $135 for the first 3 seasons on DVD. All of the soundtrack.
Oh,
There's CDs in there.
Okay.
Yeah, physical media.
There's a shirt, there's a laser pointer, and there's a die-cast AE86 in
There's
there.
a laser pointer?
There's a laser pointer, which Customs made me dig out.
Really?
Yeah. Coming back in the country. I was so mad. They made me take apart that entire box.
Why?
I don't know.
Because they thought it was a bullet or a cartridge in there somewhere.
Oh, maybe.
Well, they had that.
Maybe in the X-ray.
Former prime minister of Japan was assassinated by a guy who just like built a gun out of PVC pipe.
Yeah, but this is coming into America.
Yeah, this is coming into America.
Like,
Which there are plenty of bullets here. So.
yeah, you're just like tripping over bullets over here.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fucking weird.
And the laser pointers are attached to the guns.
Also, we have a cat now. You have a laser pointer.
Yeah. No, I'm not going to open
Customs
that
let
box.
you keep it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah. They also made me like pull out my Nismo oil cap and a bunch of like anything metallic they were just up my ass about.
How long did it take you to get through customs?
I had my souvenir bag packed so perfectly.
Oh.
So precisely. There was no room left in it. Because I had just like a layer of stickers and receipts and snacks and car stuff. And it was a duffel bag full of stuff. And they made me dig in the bottom. So it took me like 30, 40 minutes to like reassemble it. But I had time for my transfer. So.
Oh, okay. So tell me. Sorry, I don't mean to
No, go ahead.
I just want to know, like, not to joke about Initial D, the initial experience of landing in Japan.
Overwhelming.
Overwhelming?
I hit my 365th day of Duolingo in the airport on the way there.
Nice.
For Japanese. And then I realized how much I didn't know as soon as I landed.
But it helped you though, right?
It did help. I could read a lot more than I thought, and I could understand a lot more than I thought. But everyone speaks so fast that Google Lens is your savior, and Google Translate is also your best friend. And as long as you kind of try to speak Japanese, or at least acknowledge that you don't speak Japanese, or ask them if they speak English, they're like, everyone's super helpful. Yeah, but I mean, I got off the plane. I navigated the airport. I flew into Narita, which is a little further away.
Okay.
I got my JR pass, which pretty worth it. I think if you're traveling around the country a lot, it's worth it. If you're staying more in one area, don't bother.
It's like
Get
a
individual
rail pass?
tickets. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I was super tired from flying, but I got to Shinjuku Station.
Oh, geez.
Like figured out how to get to Shinjuku Station, and then it wanted me to take another train, and I had all my bags, and I was like, I'm getting a taxi.
Yeah.
And it was like a 8-minute taxi ride, but yeah, it was just. It took a while to get acclimated to the time, obviously.
Yeah.
But it was worse coming back. So, yeah. Probably because I'm depressed from not being in Japan anymore.
Right. Yeah,
I
that
had
was
to come
that.
all the way back.
That wasn't, jet lag. That was just all
It was life lag.
here in
Oh,
America. Fuck.
yeah. It's if you're, I don't know. Maybe it's because I love Japanese cars more than other cars, but it just felt like this is everything you've ever played, watched, and dreamed of. You're there. You're just there. And I know there's a new Need for Speed coming out. That's going to be Japan. Is that right?
New Forza. Forza
Or is it Forza Horizon?
New
Forza
So
Horizon.
they're
Need for
setting that
Speed.
in Japan?
I believe
Yeah.
so.
And
I
Horizon's open world.
literally saw one ad about this though, so it could have been fake.
No. I've seen it a bunch, and it is Forza Horizon. I was thinking Need for Speed because Underground was like the first open.
yeah, but
world, right?
Horizon takes that like Need for Speed energy and
Yeah,
but gives you Forza physics.
and
Yeah, but
probably
also-
terrible wheels,
Terrible wheels.
terrible wheel options. Anyway,
Yeah, no, not to really derail this, but I fell off the Forza Horizon train because the newest one they have, 4 or whatever it is, like, I really like the Gran Turismo progression.
Mhm.
You are starting from nothing, and
Right.
you are working your way up. It gives you
Yeah.
this like sense of progression.
Right.
Because personally, I've driven enough driving games. I know driving games. I want like an experience in my driving game.
Yeah.
Right? Forza Horizon is like, hey dog, what's up? Here's a Lambo. Oh, you don't like that Lambo? Here's a Ferrari. Oh, you don't like that? Here's a Porsche. Oh, like, and it's just like, oh, you did a race. Spin this wheel and you get these rewards and you get these points. Look at these points. It's just like it's a casino.
yeah.
Oh, the loot boxes kind of ruined it.
The loot boxes ruined it. There's no sense of progression. You get a house right in the beginning. You have like millions of dollars, and I'm like, what am I doing?
It's for people who just want to drop in and drive supercars around. It's not for somebody who wants to like log in and like, okay, you're starting with this Honda,
Right.
and if you win enough races, you'll make enough money to upgrade.
But I'm just, in my opinion, if I just want to get on and drive, I have better driving games for that.
Well, you have a Assetto Corsa.
Yeah, Assetto Corsa or like Dirt Rally or something like that. So for me, if without that progression, it didn't really work. But so I'm hoping they fix that. But also, I think it being in Japan, I'll just enjoy exploring. So
Everywhere you go, there'll be an awesome mountain road.
right.
Yeah.
That's what you think, but it took me 3 hours to get to the initial D, Mount Akina, Mount
Really?
Haruna. Yeah. No, there are awesome driving roads everywhere. But to the point of driving games and stuff like that, I saw, and this is from Instagram, so I'll just eat my own words pretty soon, I'm sure, for saying this anyway. I saw a thing that was like 90s video games and 2000s video games are just way more based on try and fail and try and fail and figure it out and figure it out.
Mhm.
And you're not given a map or hints or bonuses or like that initial dopamine rush, which
Right.
is really
You
what.
might get a
yeah.
little fairy to follow around.
Maybe.
As like a hint.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
But think about like Super Mario Brothers, you know? How many times you only have a few lives,
Right.
and if you just keep suffering until you figure it out. And the same is true, I think, of like Gran Turismo, the early Gran Turismos, maybe even the current one. I haven't played 7 yet because I'm a terrible car person.
I haven't played 7 either.
But you did that. How many times you do the license breaking test?
Oh yeah.
In a Mazda Demio or whatever it was. Where you're
Right.
just like, oh my god, what do you mean? I'm a 100th of a second off? Are you kidding me?
And
Right.
you cannot clear it without that 100th of a second.
No. And it's
Yeah.
like to get a gold license was so hard that I think it genuinely made us better, more patient drivers.
Hmm.
But yeah, I
No.
like the idea that
I-
Forza Horizon will be set in Japan. That's cool. I'm interested to see if they'll have like the C1 loop and, you know, Hakone Turnpike and certain like Easter eggs for us car nerds.
Right.
But I think I will never play it more than a few times just to explore the map because that's not the type of driving experience I want out of a video game.
If I want open world, I generally play Grand Theft Auto if I want to do open world driving.
Yeah, because that at least gives you the option to just do other weird,
right,
cool
you
shit.
can get out and steal this fighter jet.
Right.
But like in, I remember the game that I liked from the Need for Speed franchise the most was Shift, because it took you off out of the open world. It was a track game.
Yeah.
And
But it was a cool. I like the progression on that.
yeah, it was really cool, and I loved that they did the. This is a small thing, but they added you shifted with the right and left bumpers, so it felt like you were operating a flappy pedal gearbox.
Yeah.
And there was some, because before that it was either, you know, like B or X to shift or flip up on the D-pad, but on shift it felt, I don't know, it was more engaging because of that. I just remember unlocking the Zonda and having so much fun on Spa.
Yeah. Yeah, no, and I think that was kind of one of the last Need for Speeds that I played that I actually like enjoyed.
Yeah.
To your point of old video games, especially like driving games, the first Driver, like the video game Driver for PlayStation, you start that game in a parking garage and you have to pass this driving test. And it's like you got to do a slalom around the pillars, you got to do a J-turn, you have to do a burn, you have to do all this stuff in a certain amount of time. I was like 9. I didn't know what a fucking J-turn was.
The driver games were difficult too. And if you didn't master those tricks, you couldn't really do anything in the game.
Yeah.
But it was like, I guarantee there were a ton of people that picked up that game, never got past the tutorial, and just set it down.
Yeah.
Like,
you gotta love it.
Yeah, but you don't get that in video games like anymore because they just figured out, you know, it's just like I was telling you guys, I was up at Blackhawk for Thanksgiving, just walking around the casino, and my God, it's just, like you said, it's bad video games, but they just get you with this like dopamine rush and lights and sounds and like, well,
and the
Japan,
oxygen pumping in there, really, it's real.
Right.
It does things to you.
Oh yeah,
It makes you more euphoric.
you're just like more awake, and then like, I don't know if you've been to the Ameristar.
Oh, I worked there for a while.
Did that one you worked at?
Yeah.
Yeah, they got like the fake sky.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's like, you know, 11 o'clock at night, but they're pumping oxygen in there. The lights are bright. You got this like fake sky that if you're not really paying attention, kind of tricks your brain.
Yeah.
So you're just like wide awake.
Yeah. Yeah. I used to work graveyard shifts there, actually.
Oof.
Yeah. I worked midnight to 8 a.m.
Was it easier working third because of all the oxygen pumping in?
You know,
It felt like daytime?
not really. I think the thing that kept me there as long as I was there was the fact that I had a Miata at the time and my drive was US 6, like to work and back. So
Yeah.
like coming home with the sun coming up and just like getting to attack the downhill.
And nobody's on the road.
Yeah, exactly. I was just like, oh, you know what? This is the best commute I've ever had in my life, so I'll
When you
put
go
up with
through all
it.
3 tunnels, right?
Yeah.
So you get to hear the exhaust note in the tunnel.
Yeah. Well, you know, an NA Miata exhaust note is furiously loud. Yeah, no, I would time myself. I would call it the tunnel run. Yeah, and I would just time myself between tunnels 2 and 1, because 3 to 2 is like a tiny little gap.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll be like, all right, let's fucking, hopefully there's no buses, you know?
I think every car guy has that road where they're like, oh man, that time sucked.
Yeah.
Like, what? You were timing yourself? Yeah, we're just
Yeah.
getting caught. No, I could do better.
I still like
you-
Deer Creek for that.
Deer Creek is fun.
Deer Creek is good, just a little too much
so
traffic.
Close. Yeah, it is, but it's so much fun when it snows a little bit.
Yeah.
You take the drift car up there.
Of course.
Okay.
You just
Yeah.
get to, because you could just like, oh, well, I don't need a lot of power to stay sideways. I can just put my back tires in the ice.
Right? And just like slowly drift around. I like North Turkey Creek Road, but that road's getting torn up right now.
Yeah.
You gotta almost have a rally car, tarmac rally car to really
Yeah.
attack that.
I hate when they rip up the good roads.
Yeah.
I call that like the long loop, because you could do like Deer Creek and then snake around there.
Oh yeah, you can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just like the extended loop.
I just
True,
love that loop because on a good day you can make it I can go from driveway leaving to driveway pulling back in 45 minutes.
Yeah.
If the traffic's not too bad.
You're driving fast, man.
A little bit.
Have you met this guy?
No, I can't catch him. He's too fast.
every time we go for a cruise, I'm like, if you get ahead, I'm like, I'll catch up.
Well, the thing is, you've got boost, so when I'm behind you on the uphill, it's like, all right, there's no way. I'm not like when it's you and Hamza on the uphill. It's like I'm not keeping up with you guys because you guys both have turbo.
Right.
But on the downhill, it's like out of the way.
Let's address the other elephant in the room. You don't have that car anymore.
Yeah, I mean, it's been. I mean, how long has it been since we podcast last? Years?
It's got to
It's been,
be
at least 2 years, right?
around 2 years.
Yeah.
It's been quite a while.
Yeah, so earlier this year, we'll just like insert a picture of what the car became. That happened. Went to Slush. What did they call that? Slush.
The Slush event at PPIR. I think it was just Slush Motorsports Festival.
Slush
Yeah.
Motorsports
But
Festival.
it was the big one. It
Yeah.
wasn't like the car meets because they host a bunch of events, but this is the one everybody wants to go to.
Yeah. Which was the first time we all went to the track together, actually.
Yes,
Oh,
the first
yeah.
time you were back on the track in a
Yes.
very, very long time.
Yeah.
So, as a welcome back present to Aaron, I wrecked my car very
It was
badly.
at the end of the day too.
No,
Yeah.
it was right at the beginning of the day.
Yeah.
Wasn't it your second heat? I thought you were. Or
I think that was
first
the
one?
first session.
No,
Or second
it was the
session.
second session.
Yeah.
it
'Cause
was
I
still
remember
pretty
you were
early.
like, I'm gonna do like a little bit more, and then I'm probably gonna head home. Like I remember you had discussed leaving
Yeah,
before you
See,
went out on the track.
that's where I fucked up.
Yeah.
I was like, no, just one more. You never do that because that's
Yeah.
when the bad luck props up. I won't get into too many details, but me and a Miata came together in just a stupid way. Should have never happened on an open track session.
But that's how Slush is. It's like
Yeah,
the
I
Wild
mean,
West.
They
Especially
very
at
much.
PPIR.
I'm definitely not putting any blame on anybody. I do think, though, open passing for novices or people you haven't vetted is not a good idea.
That's probably for the best because that's the only track I've been to that allows it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that seemed really weird because that was my first time back at a track in a while. And when they said that in the driver's meeting, I was like, I'm gonna not. Well, first of all, no one's passing. I'm not passing anybody in a fit anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, I got passed unsafely quite a bit in that first session.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, this is just like, let's get our bearings as far as being on track goes again and be as safe as possible. And, I didn't care for that. High Plains was way nicer.
High
Yes.
Plains is a lot stricter as far as that etiquette is concerned.
Yeah.
Like, if you don't get that point by, you're gonna get flagged. They're
Yeah.
gonna take they're gonna
Right,
take you to the
they're-
track and be like they didn't like that my windows weren't down all the way on lap one, and they're like, get in here.
Yeah.
Like at PPIR, like whatever, man.
Yeah.
Just get out there and have fun.
Well, I will say it is whatever, man, but we did make a change because where I crashed was going into the oval. If you don't know PPIR, it was a NASCAR oval with an infield. So you get onto the front straight of the NASCAR oval, and when you're going into the big sweeper, the big bank turn, that's where we came together, which is the fastest part of the track, of course.
Absolutely.
So I ended up hitting the wall I mean, I slowed down some, but I was still probably doing 70 at least by the time I hit that freaking wall.
There was a puddle of blood in his cup holder.
Yeah, that
That's
was...
how hard he hit the wall.
Yeah, but honestly, that was just from this little tiny cut. I mean, I have a little
you still
tiny
have the
scar.
scar?
Yeah,
Okay.
and I have no feeling in this knuckle.
Oh, still?
Still,
Oh shit!
I think that's just gone. I think whatever nerve goes there is probably through that.
Yeah.
Because that was just a deep cut. It was just
Yeah.
But
I didn't know it's still. It might come back.
it might.
It just takes a long time for nerves to go back.
Yeah. So, but I'm not too worried about that. The plus side out of all of that is, I still think when they do open track events at PPIR, they're still going to be kind of the Wild West.
Absolutely.
But they're no longer using the banking. The NASCAR banking is never going to be used for an open lapping track day ever. So, sorry, and also you're welcome.
That's now Matt's corner. He's Senna.
Yes.
He walked away.
Yeah, at least I walked away from it. But yeah, they literally made a change to the fucking track because of me.
But I can confirm that the etiquette is the same because I went to the next event the following month, and the track was different, but everybody was still passing whenever they wanted to,
Yeah.
however they wanted to. I mean, the people who've been there enough, like you get a sense for how they're going to take a corner, and you can line up a safe pass.
Yeah, I think that was the main thing. I've been to Slush before, and it was the track day was always just people, PPIR people that just wanted a track day.
Yeah.
And the slush kids, as we might call them.
The kids who just show up to the car meets.
The car meets and stuff, you know, that don't have track experience. They stayed off the track. But for whatever reason this year, I can't remember how many people they had on track at the same time. It was like...
I think they limited it to 30.
Yeah, 30 on PPIR.
Which is a lot.
Which is like a fucking lemons race.
There was a whole lap where I was held up by this black E36 where as it rounded the corner, I was like, what the... And then I saw the wheel, the rear was just hanging off. And I was like... I mean, it was pretty clapped, and it looked like a fairly stock 3 Series
but the
convertible.
wheels weren't bolted on.
That's kind of... I was like,
yeah, no tech inspection.
The tech inspection is on the honor system.
Yeah.
You get a little piece of paper, and they don't even make you check the boxes. Because there's little boxes for, like, are your wheels bolted on?
You just
your
hand it
battery
back to
bolted
them.
down. You literally just sign the bottom and hand it to them.
Yeah, I did not love that, but
See,
whatever.
There's this in between to kind of go back to you being in Japan, and I've never been, but I watched a lot of videos and followed Noriyaru and stuff like that. And it seems like in Japan they just have a lot more like small track days where people just show up and you can just go on a track, you know.
Yeah.
And it is very open like that. But I think the difference is just in the culture, you know. Like the Japanese are very like polite.
What's
people
a
in general
culture?
Yeah.
Here it's like rugged individualism. It's
Yeah.
like, you don't tell me I need 4 lug nuts.
Right.
Like,
yeah, and I feel like I like that system, but I don't think it works in America. So
No, yeah, etiquette there is just so much different. I mean,
Yeah.
even when you let somebody in traffic, they hit the hazards to say thank you. If
I like that.
if you're gonna park in a parking space, because you have to back in everywhere. No one parks head in. Everyone backs in everywhere. Yeah, because to get out on those tiny little tight roads, you have to fucking...
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
But still, like, I feel like Americans would just cram that shit in and be like, why can't I get out?
oh yeah, read signs.
Yeah.
You would like, if you're going to park in a space and you knew you're going to drive by, you hit the hazards and the people behind you just stop and let you park and then continue on. Nobody honks at you. Nobody flashes their headlights at you. Nobody yells at you. It just...
Wow.
The driving etiquette there was very impressive,
Yeah.
to be honest. Everyone respects the right lane being the fast lane there.
Yeah.
It just is a thing. All the trucks line up in the left lane. If you want to go slow, go in the left lane. It's all K cars and trucks in the left lane.
Yeah.
You know, middle lane. It just really mind-blowing how just respectful the whole driving ordeal was specifically.
You know, when I got that ticket in Kansas, he wrote me a warning for lingering in the left lane. It's like, you gave me a ticket for doing 105.
Yeah,
of course I was in the left lane.
That's
Like,
not lingering either.
No, like I have to be there.
I have to be. I'm doing 105. Of course I'm in the left lane. You're going to tell me I'm lingering? Would you rather be done it in the right lane?
Even if the argument is like, no, that's the passing lane. It's like, yeah, I'm passing everybody.
Right.
That's fucking hilarious.
Yes. I have never gotten a ticket for lingering in the left lane before. Not even a warning.
Right.
I've gotten a lot of tickets.
Have?
Yeah, I know it's a surprise.
Wow.
Gotten pulled over a lot. But I've never once been cited for staying in the passing lane because if I get a speeding ticket, I'm obviously in the passing lane.
It's true.
Like, I don't understand that. But I've never gotten a window tint ticket either, which I've been surprised by.
You don't really have the worst tint, though.
Not here, but in the South I had a legal tint.
Oh.
Yeah, Florida, they would love to ticket you for tint, which is crazy because it's so hot and you need it.
Right.
Yeah, like...
In Florida, yeah.
Yeah, they had a little thing where they roll down your window and they stick it on the window and it would say
Yeah.
the percentage, and
Yeah.
then they would give you a ticket.
They were known for it in Tennessee, too, but I guess I just always gave them probable cause, so they didn't.
They didn't need that.
Why'd you pull me over, officer? Well, the Japanese car and the gun sticker was a weird confliction.
No, that is the one thing about, I think, Japanese culture that's always fascinated me, is just like everybody just like does the things they're supposed to do.
Yeah.
And it's just like, I understand that also comes with like this like lack of individuality, this very much like tie to like what's I'm looking for,
nationalism.
It's nationalism. Yeah, we can talk about how we might not be going to Japan here in a few years. We'll see. What?
Oh man, things. I hope this is just a flash in the pan.
Right.
Because some people are framing it that way, and the optimistic part of me, which admittedly there's less of every day, is like, oh yeah, I hope this just passes, and we're like, remember that time we did all this stupid shit?
Yeah.
But we're talking about here in Japan.
Talking about here.
Oh.
Although Japan does have a 98% conviction rate in their court system, which would weird me out a little bit.
Well, their newest prime minister is very nationalist, conservative,
Okay.
isolationist type.
She's like Margaret Thatcher for Japan, is what people are saying.
So, but I don't think they're going to get rid of tourism and stuff
no,
like that.
tourism is too big.
Yeah, but the idea of us ever buying a house in Japan might be getting limited.
Well, it's definitely not like the American market where you're buying something to fix it and flip it and make a profit, because everybody wants new houses there.
Yes.
Everybody wants new builds. So if you're going there to buy something old and you're going to fix it up, you're not going to flip it. They want you to live in it. I mean, you could Airbnb it if you live in the country, which I think is a very popular thing to do for people there that own real estate. But you're not going to flip it. And the way that rental contracts work for people that live in Japanese houses is if I rent a house from you, I sign a 2-year lease, and it's up to me whether I want to move out or not. You as the landlord don't get to decide. I get to decide as the tenant if I want to stay.
A lot of tenant rights.
It's a way different. It's not like, so I think if you're going to buy something to like have a vacation home or live in it and have something very low cost that is going to stay, like, you're not going to make money on it. Don't buy it to make money on it. Buy it because you want to be there for some period of time throughout the year.
Yeah. Yeah, I've heard in Japan, housing is a commodity, not an investment, which has its ups and downs. We've seen the down tiers in the one way, but yeah, I mean, like we were talking earlier, everybody's like, oh, no, nobody wants to live in the Japanese countryside. All the kids want to live in the cities and stuff like that. I'm like, sign me the fuck up.
Yeah, well, it's not like Japan's that big.
Right?
Like living in the countryside.
I mean, it's like the whole coast of America.
It's not small.
The whole East Coast?
Yeah.
Okay.
Either one. They're about the same size.
Okay.
I guess the East Coast is a little bigger, actually.
Yeah, because they got the Florida.
But still, like, compared to moving around in America, the distances you're covering are...
Well, you don't have to take a plane. You can get on a train and cover, half the country in 5 hours.
And they're bullet trains.
It's amazing. Oh, my God.
Yeah. Tell us about the bullet trains.
Fucking up. We're fucking up big time, guys. You know what, America? Get on your shit, okay? I'm tired of this, all right? I traveled all across the country, and it was beautiful, and it was easy, and you're just holding us back, and you know it.
And you were there for 2 weeks. And
you saw 2 weeks I saw the whole southwestern half of the country.
If you wanted to take an Amtrak across the country, that would have just been your 2 weeks.
And it would cost the same as my train pass for the 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
My train pass, the JR pass, which people are debating whether it's worth it or not. I think if you're taking a lot of Shinkansen rides and you want to stay in the cities, 100% worth it.
This is now becoming our traditional religion of speed. We talk about trains part.
Yes.
I don't know why we do this. Like, hey, listen to this car podcast. So trains.
Yeah.
If there were more trains, we would have more space on the roads.
You see, that's a perfect justification.
Because most drivers on the roads in America don't want to be on the roads. They just want to be where they're going.
It's very clear they don't want to be on the roads. They'd rather be doing anything,
including
including
on their phones. They're swerving. But we want to be on the roads.
I saw a guy reading a newspaper.
I feel attacked because I think that might have been me.
It's so low tech, too. You can pull up a paper on your phone.
I know.
You're like, no, I've got this full sheet that can cover. It is going to cover all my gauges.
It's funny because it was an old dude, and so we're always thinking about like all these young kids on their phones, and I'm like, no, I think it's just a human instinct.
Yeah, it's the bullet trains are so where it's at.
Yeah,
like I said, I covered half of the country in about 14 days. I did Tokyo, Fuji, Osaka, Fukuoka, which is Kyushu, the furthest southernmost island, before Okinawa. and then all the way back to Yokohama. And that longest trip of Kyushu to Yokohama was with a transfer about 6 hours.
Okay.
And comfortable.
Yeah.
And you could get up and walk around, and it's not, the luggage. You don't have to pay for luggage.
I don't know why that is like surprising to me that they let you get up and walk around. But
yeah, you're flying.
I'm thinking, because I'm thinking airplanes, and I'm thinking how fast you're going on a bullet train. I figured they'd be like 5-point harness in this bitch. Like you ain't going nowhere.
No.
As long as it doesn't stop suddenly.
Yeah.
It feels like you're going about 30-40 miles an hour.
Holy shit, really?
And you're going like 180. And if you look out the window, you really have to look at shit far away, because if you try to look close, you're like, oh, I'm going to get it, I'm going to throw up. But you're trying to read all the signs and look at the buildings and like... they're just so advanced. And, I'm glad I had the train experience. In the cities, I like to navigate trains when I travel, and like public transport when I traveled for work. I just enjoy looking at different city systems. And these trains are just like all the videos will tell you, to the minute, on time. Google Maps tells you the right platform and where to go. The signage is very clear. Even though it's in Japanese, you just follow the numbers and look at the stop number. The trains, 90% of them said everything in Japanese and English over the loudspeaker anyway.
Okay.
Especially the newer ones. The further out you get in the city, the less you're going to have that.
Anywhere touristy, though, they're definitely going to have.
Oh my God. It was just very easy. If you're going to do like the big three, it's super easy to navigate. And very affordable. But if you're like broken like us and you want to go out to the middle of nowhere to a Bisu circuit, you get a car and plan it around an event. Because like we were in Fuji for 2 or 3 of the days, and we planned it around going to a Super Taiku race at Fuji Speedway, which F1, how much is it to go to an F1 race?
Insanity. I don't even know.
A couple grand? It's 4 figures.
All I know is there's
minimum.
the people who are, because in Vegas they put up the privacy things so you can't see.
Right.
And you're not allowed to loiter on the escalators. Like you can't stand still, but there are certain points in the escalator where you can see over the fence. So there are people who just ride up and down on the escalator, because there's no rule against it. There's no law against it as long as you keep moving. So you get like a little sliver of the race.
So as you're going down, you're like, oh my God.
Yeah.
You come back up and you
I don't even know what car that was.
You time it so that you catch them on the same exact point in the lap every time.
Like, oh, Hamilton's really consistent.
Officer, I'm not Verstappen, I swear. Yeah. I'm going to keep going. Get it?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I'm not giving that.
Well, that's the first reel I'm going to make, so.
But yeah, no, Formula One is an insanity to go to at this point.
Yeah. We took a family. It was myself and my friend's family. So him, his wife, and child. 4 of us with pit passes to do the pit walk and a food voucher. I think collectively we spent $180.
Holy shit.
Jesus.
For all of you?
Yeah, parking, entry, the whole... Like, you go to the gate, and you're like... They charge you to get into the facility, and then, like, that's also your ticket. We parked, we walked... The grandstands are just open. And then the pit walk passes were an extra 2,500 yen, so, like, $17. So we got them. And then...
That's awesome.
Yeah, and then we go through the pit walk, which is an hour long. And you see all the drivers, the spoon car, and you're just like surrounded by your Gran Turismo childhood.
Yeah,
walking Fuji, looking at these. They're not JGTC cars, obviously.
Yeah,
but as close as you're gonna get right now.
I mean, those are they're still based on production cars, though, right?
Yes. Yeah. So there was tons of Z's, and there was. I'm getting ahead of myself. The pit walk. Amazing. All the drivers are sitting out in their chairs. They have all the girls like, woohoo.
Yeah, I saw you see the pictures you sent. I'm like, umbrella girls.
And it's funny because we were clearly some of the only non-Japanese people at this entire event.
Really?
There was not. It was. You had to want to go to it. Like I don't think the average tourist was like, oh, let's go check out this race in the middle of nowhere.
I mean, that makes sense because Fuji is kind of
It's out there.
Yeah.
That's interesting. I would just expect there to be more motorsports tourism, given like how popular the JDM scene is here.
There was a NASCAR demo where they had, I think it was Jimmy Johnson.
He had a stock car.
I forget what driver it was, but they were demoing some American stock cars doing laps around Fuji.
Oh, that's kind of cool, actually.
Which I was like, that's badass.
The newer NASCAR cars are pretty cool.
Yeah, they were badass, honestly. Yeah. I was like, and they were so loud that I was like, oh, this is sick, actually. But I think they are trying to create more of an international space for NASCAR specifically. And I think that was maybe part of the point of demoing the Camaro at Le Mans last year.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense.
Which dominated. So, right. I mean, yeah, the technology's there. And, like, we're good at building cars when we want to actually beat somebody.
Right.
Spite's a great motivator.
Yeah.
I would love to see a NASCAR race at Fuji. I'd watch that.
I would actually kind of want to go to a NASCAR race in general now with the way that the fan base and technology has kind of grown and changed a little bit.
I want to go to one of the
road races.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, the street races.
Yeah, where they have to tune the suspension symmetrically.
Yeah,
to go left and right.
Yeah. I also want to go to one of the dirt track events.
Oh, that would be cool.
They literally like fill. I don't know if it was actually Daytona, but they like fill Daytona with dirt.
Oh, they actually made an asphalt track into.
Yeah,
it's wild that NASCAR does that because wasn't it a couple of years ago they ripped up a football stadium in LA and put a track there.
American football or
American football.
I just watched Ted Lasso, so football is different. Anyway.
Yeah, no, they've done it twice now at the LA Coliseum, I think it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's such a short track. It's like not even an eighth mile, I don't think. It's like
to turn a football field into a NASCAR track?
Right.
That has to be a ludicrous cost.
Yeah.
Well, hey, America.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we'll spend it on that, but we won't get a bullet train. That's the button on that.
It was a billionaire's idea. It was subsidized by taxes. So now, here you go.
There you go. Okay, this is going to be a little bit of transition back to the...
We're going to get derailed a lot. Not a bullet train joke.
Nope, just ours.
It's an Amtrak joke.
Sad.
It's an RTD joke.
Oh.
Okay. That's stupid.
You made it local.
Yeah.
You made it relevant. What was I going to say? Okay. We got to get our politics out of the way really briefly. This isn't even that political, but Trump wants K cars now.
Oh, I did see that.
I didn't see that.
He went to Japan. And the Prime Minister of Japan and his wife entertained them. The CEO of Toyota did a whole mega event.
Wow.
Which people were giving him shit for, but
if it gets us K cars, I don't care.
Exactly. I think we kind of cracked the code finally. If you just suck up to Trump with whatever he does not care.
Kiss his
ass. Policies are 100% dependent on who's kissing his ass.
Yeah. Have you seen the new South Park season?
No.
There's the running trope of them bringing him gifts and what do you have for me? And then okay, yeah, you have to watch the new South Park season.
Honestly. I've seen the clips where Pam Bondi has shit on her nose.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, I'm not even gonna just watch it.
Yeah, I'll watch it.
But it is that exact thing of you give him what he wants, and he's.
Because that's the thing. I think everybody's realizing this now.
Well, it's like when he was shit-talking Zoran. And
yeah.
They're like, oh, well, people are saying he's a lot like you. And then he's meeting with him in the White House.
Yeah, and then dressing like him.
Yeah.
And
they should have sent Adam Sandler dressed as Zohan. And he would have never known the difference. Don't mess with the Zohan.
He would just been like, he just would have loved it. I think all we need to do is the K car thing's never actually happening, by the way, because no matter what Trump says, they'll never change the regulations to allow those cars to be made here.
And that's by state too. So there'll be some states that want to do it to suck up to him, and some states that will never do it because it was his idea.
Well, they're never I'm trying to think of what is the little. Well, the Subaru Sambar vans.
Yeah.
Nobody's going to actually buy that in America, except for a few weird...
us.
Us. We'll buy it.
I love that you can turn the passenger seat around, and that the back seat and the passenger seat become a living room.
The little tiny living room.
Yeah.
It would be nice. So, to your point about that, it's fine if we don't wind up making them here. I understand. Especially now seeing Japanese streets in small towns, like, oh yeah, there's a
that's
Honda Civic is not getting through this gap type of space.
Right, if they have a use case for those cars.
Correct.
So we don't.
We don't, and they don't go fast enough, and it's
even
it's
big
a niche.
cities like here in Denver.
Yeah.
Even the roads here are too fast. I feel like
they are.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to take a Honda Beat on 25. That
Right.
would be really scary. But parking one, like in Cap Hill, like if I lived in Cap Hill and I never left Cap Hill, then I would love a K car.
Right.
Because you can just pull it into the atrium of your 100-year-old apartment complex.
Right.
But it would be cool if maybe just on that class of cars they changed the 25-year rule.
Yeah.
Because my new favorite car that I want so bad and can't get until 2040 something is the Honda N1.
Insert a picture here.
I'll insert a picture there.
I'm going to look it up right now.
But it's just the cutest little thing. I saw a yellow one sitting outside a Spoon, Type 1.
It was just Spoon yellow?
Yeah, and they race them, and it's just a badass looking car. Look up the N1 RS.
Honda N1 RS.
They only made a 6-speed after 2020 or 2021.
Oh,
and
cutie.
it just looks so fucking cool.
Oh, that is cool.
Isn't that so... And they're everywhere. I was like,
a Fiat.
dude, I want one so bad.
Yeah, it's like a Honda-made better Fiat.
I'm sure it's better than a Fiat.
Yeah.
Honda makes it.
Got round headlights, so it sells me right there.
But, like, we don't need the new production here. Just let us import... I don't know, make it a 10-year rule.
Right.
Let us get some more current
Especially
ones.
for K stuff, because it's not like...
They're so fuel efficient.
They're not... I mean, I guess there's the crash test safety stuff.
Which has to
But
be
it's also
fairly
how
up to
fast are
date.
they going to get going?
I'm sure it is fairly up to date, but when you put that little thing up against a Ford F-250,
Even just
you're
like...
fucked.
Even just like the quarter... Like the Titan and stuff. Or the,
Yeah,
the Frontier and stuff. Just like the small, quote-unquote,
Yeah, the
small
hood
truck.
is here.
Yeah, you wouldn't see a small child if they were in front of your car.
See, that's what I really hope for is we get rid of the chicken tax.
What's the chicken tax?
You don't know about the chicken tax?
Is that why we can't bring in Canadian trucks?
That's why we can't bring in small trucks from Japan or anywhere else. That's why, like, the Mahindra truck that they make over in India, we can't have here. Because for whatever reason, a rider in the chicken tax was all small pickup trucks have a 25% tariff, which by today's standards is cute.
So would that include, like, if you brought over a K truck now?
No. But only for...
For newer truck, like for
okay,
like,
for a farm truck in Nebraska.
Yeah, because there's like a Mercedes truck in Europe that we don't
Well,
have.
I don't know if they still
Isn't
make
that
that.
what
That
they,
was a Frontier.
Was that just a Frontier?
That was a Frontier.
Okay, so we got it.
That's why we never got the 2CV.
Yeah. 2CV.
The Citroen, the little truck, the little...
And wasn't there...
Oh, we get 2 CVs over here back in the day.
Did we?
That they built?
I've seen a couple for sale.
Never mind.
Wasn't there a Ford they built with Turkish parts? It was built in Turkey?
No, it's a
We
chicken
didn't
tax, not a turkey tax.
But the truck I want is the Toyota Hilux. What is it? Hilux, like, it's not sport, but it's like.
Because the Sport is the Forerunner, I think.
Is it?
No, the
Hilux
Surf
Sport.
is the Forerunner.
Surf. Yeah.
Surf?
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's this little pickup that Toyota's making right now for like other markets, and it's just like the most basic truck basic little thing. They sell them in Southeast Asian markets for $12,000 to $14,000 USD.
Wow. A Frontier's like 40 grand.
Yeah. Now, of course, if they came here, they'd be 25. Sure. But I'm like, still for a basic truck.
Yeah.
And we do have companies trying to start that over here. I'm trying to can't think of it. Slate.
Yeah, that's that. I don't think they'll ever hit that price point that they're
I don't think
talking about.
they're going to hit the price point. I don't think. I don't think that's going to work. I don't think it's ever going to come to production. Honestly,
You can put down a deposit for it now.
well, yeah,
Yeah, but
you could put down a deposit for your Tesla Roadster fucking 5 years ago.
Forgot about that. And then there were people who put down the Cybertruck
At least
deposits.
at least they got those eventually.
They got a version of something that wasn't the concept. That
Yeah.
they deposit down on.
Yeah, now we know who to really not like on the roads. That's perfect.
It is true. You know, I saw one the other day. It had a vanity plate that said Edgelord.
No way.
Yeah.
That's it's too self-aware.
I know. It's like, it's too good.
I hate that it's as good as it is.
Right, because I want to hate you because you're driving a Cybertruck, but that works so well.
Yeah, I'm like,
because it's got
it's got a lot of edges.
It's got a bunch of edges, and
that's a good license plate. God, that makes me so mad.
Right? Yeah, it's like you don't get to be funny. You bought these things.
Right? You can't be cool. That's impossible.
Damn.
I mean, law of large numbers. There's at least one cool person that bought a Cybertruck.
Yeah.
For the joke.
Well, it's like the guy who has the Model S where it says panel gaps.
Yeah.
That was a great one for a Tesla.
Oh, by the way, this is a typical podcast segue. I kind of finally figured out why I don't like Teslas. And it's not even because they're not good cars. They're not. But it's because one of my coworkers described this to me. It is a phone with a car app.
Oh, yeah.
Wow. I like that.
It's true. It is a piece of technology that does a job.
It just happens to drive you around.
Yeah. And that's like, oh, perfect. Because I don't attribute any soul to this. I have no attachment. This went flying out the window of the Fiesta at 70 miles an hour, by the way.
Is that crack the only thing that happened?
Yeah, this crack is what happened to it.
What is that? That tanked it.
Like S22 Ultra?
That's awesome.
Yeah, I'm actually super impressed with this thing. It held up just fine. So, I think this is a good phone. Just like I think a Tesla can be a good car.
Right.
But I have no attachment to it.
If you had seen that shattered, it wouldn't have given you the same emotional response that having to say goodbye to Jelly Bean did.
Right.
Like, it doesn't have that same visceral relationship.
Oh, yes. Insert the video here of me saying goodbye to Jelly Bean. I'm making this editing really hard for you.
That's fine. Whatever. I got nothing else to do.
I will say that new layout is a lot more friendly on the BRZ.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's slower.
Yeah. Oh, right.
The Hellcats can't wind out.
So, but yeah, it was interesting because as soon as he said that, I was like, that's why I don't think electric cars by themselves are necessarily a boring car. I would love an Hyundai Ioniq N.
Oh yeah.
Thing looks. I've driven regular Ioniqs. I'm like, this is actually kind of fun.
Yeah.
It's the appliance argument statement.
It's the same thing. It's a Tesla and a Prius are in the same category to me.
Yeah.
Even though the Tesla can be fast, and I mean they were dominating SCCA Solo for a while.
I think the new Prius looks better.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie.
And the Prius is gonna work better, longer.
Hybrid. Yeah.
Yeah, I do think hybrid.
Well, just because Toyota built it.
That too.
I think we should backslide a little bit into more hybrid systems now that they're more advanced.
Yeah.
Like, here, perfect example, the new 911 GTS. Have you read up on this at all?
No.
Okay, so new 911 GTS, not the regular 911, has a single turbocharger. It's a hybrid, and I'm going to definitely mess this up so the internet can flame me for it. Don't care. The electric motor drives the turbine.
Oh, it's a KERS system.
It is like a KERS system. Yes,
okay.
It's kind of almost...
So there's no boost lag ever.
There's no boost lag ever. And basically, you could find this on the Engineering Explained channel, which sometimes I watch. He does a good job at something.
He has a whiteboard.
Yeah, he has a whiteboard.
Yeah.
And,
I'm a sucker for a good whiteboard YouTube video.
I'm not going to explain it as well as him at all, but watch that video if you want to know more about it. But basically, it is epically more efficient and makes way more power, and only added like 100 and something pounds to the... And 100 and something horsepower. So
it's
like
about time, because like for you, those who don't know, I said KERS.
Yeah.
So Formula One just got rid of DRS. This was the last year of DRS, which is where the wing opens up. It gives them less drag on the straights. Before that was a thing, KERS was a thing.
The kinetic energy recovery system.
Yeah. And the drag reduction system.
Yeah.
There you go.
See, we know our shit.
Yeah, Matt's the technician, but we know.
But yeah, that was the whole system. It had a small battery pack, and it would power the turbo, so you get extra power out of the turbo at times. And I always wonder, I thought like that's perfect. That makes perfect sense to me. And then there was like all this stuff because this was years ago, and being like, oh, it's going to enter production, or Garrett Turbo has this thing where it's going to go on a production car, and it just disappeared.
Yeah.
So I'm glad to see it finally.
It did. The engine is smaller. I believe it's a 3-liter over a 3.6, and it's a single turbo.
It's still a
and
6-cylinder.
yeah, and it makes like 500 and something horsepower. It's a lot, but it is, yes, a KERS system,
Nice.
basically in a 911. And I think, like, you know, just like everything else, the purists are not going to be stoked about it until they drive it. But
that's the way 911 people are.
Yeah.
It's like, you put a radiator in it, fuck you.
Well, that's kind of the way I think people are in general with whatever chassis they're attached to. You know?
I can see that.
I mean, look at how the news of what the next GTR from Nissan.
Yeah.
They've gone all over the place of like, it's going to be full electric, it's going to be hybrid, it's going to be this, it's going to be that. And every time people are like, no, put an RB back in it. And I'm like,
it's just so dated.
People.
Yeah,
RBs are great for 32s through 34s.
Yeah.
You know?
When the 5th gen Supra came out, they're like, well, it doesn't have a 2J, that means it's not a Supra. I'm like, what about the 3rd gen Supra?
No, I agree. I fully agree with that statement. Sorry.
Sorry, we're talking about Toyotas now? No.
The 3rd gen Supra did have a 1J. Not here, but it did have a 1J.
7M here, right?
Yeah, it got a fucking shitty 7M here.
I will say, like,
I saw one that was running the other day. And
another one?
Yeah. 7M.
Yeah.
And I'm like, wonder how many head gaskets this guy's been through.
It's like that picture I sent you of when I was doing that job at that body shop, and there was just a 7M sitting on a tire next to me, and I was like, huh. And then I walked outside, and there's a Cressida, and I'm like, oh, okay.
That's what this is doing.
I get it now. But no, I will say that the 2J is probably the only old 90s engine that I think you could update to bring up to today's standards. Even then, though, it's iron block.
Yeah, but I was going to say, would you leave it cast iron?
Yeah, being an iron block, you're just never going to...
Does anything still have a cast iron block?
Oh, I'm sure some small cars and stuff do. Yeah. But it's getting pretty rare at this point.
Yeah, because it's too expensive for the weight savings. You can't meet those EPA regulations.
Right. It's an easy way to drop, depending on the size of your engine, 50 to like 200 pounds off the fucking engine, Yeah.
Which I heard Dodge actually brought back the Hemi. I think that's still a cast iron block for their trucks. I heard that they were bringing that back for their base model 1500s because that's been an issue with half tons in the past 5 years or so.
I can't keep up with all the problems with Dodge.
Well, that's the thing is, it's a problem with Ford and Chevy too. Everybody who's running, on their base 1500 trucks, if you're running boost and then you use it like a truck, it's not going to last.
Or shit, I could see it for the cylinder shutdown.
Oh, yeah, because it did have that system.
Yeah, because even Honda had that problem with the J-Series engines with the cylinder shutdown of scoring the cylinder walls.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I think that it's not a good, just develop. It's okay to develop something new, I think is the point of this whole.
Yeah.
I don't think, and I think that going full electric is resource-wise probably a more costly mistake than we realize. Sorry.
You're good.
It's coughing up lithium coal mine shit. But no, I think the new GR GT that just came out. I mean, it just hit the news cycle yesterday.
I literally just saved some pictures of it.
It's everywhere.
Yeah. Have you seen it?
I haven't seen it yet.
We'll insert picture here.
It's just called a GR GT, so it's a full-on sports
car. It's a GT car. It's like the new LFA, what the new LFA would be. But realistically, it's probably going to be more affordable, is my thought.
I hope so.
And it's a 600 horsepower twin turbo V8.
I mean, it's still going to be like 150.
300. I think it's going to be 250.
250
is my guess.
The LFA was like
6 or something crazy.
Holy shit, that is beautiful.
It's
right?
Yeah. So pretty.
Like,
look how long that hood is.
It's clearly front-engined, which I love.
It's a V8 twin turbo hybrid.
Yeah, and that is a brand new engine developed by Toyota.
So this is going to be their track record setter, their Le Mans, their Nürburgring.
Yeah, this is their Halo car. But what I did hear before, and this was before I heard about this car, is that the way Toyota is developing their architecture right now is that V8 can be the block can. I'm sure there's like a button you can press in a CAD program at Toyota at this point and have it be an inline 3, an inline 4, an inline 6, a V8, a V6, whatever configuration you want. But it's all going to share architecture. Yeah. And then it's going to be Toyota's new everything engine.
So it's the spiritual successor to the LFA too in that regard, because that was like an engineering exercise.
Yeah.
They just did it to improve their entire production capacity.
Yeah, and somebody pointed out, they're like, oh, it's only 600 horsepower from this hybrid twin turbo. I'm like, yeah, but it'll probably run 24 hours at Le Mans without having to even get stressed. Like,
right.
Also, give me
and that's going to
wheel
be
limit and put your foot down and tell me it's not enough power.
Yeah.
600 horsepower is a lot.
That's enough to scare
Like, the
shit out of
fact
you.
that horsepower numbers are so just astronomical now.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
300 is still fun.
Yes.
And it's a lot.
Yeah.
You know? The Z, it's a little heavy. She a little chunky, you know? But it still makes 300 and change. And when I put my foot down, it gets out of its own way. It's
Right.
not super fast by today's standards, but, like,
Well,
it
you had
still
fun at
feels
Pueblo,
good.
innit?
Yeah,
We
for
were-
2 laps before the oil boiled.
We were all in that boat.
Yeah.
That poor kid in the NA Miata took off his gas cap and steam just went. His gas was boiling because he swapped it to a 1.8 and then like
Like an NB18, so it was 150. It was
and
like a
he
higher.
deleted like all the evap system.
Oh,
When he did it. But yeah, everybody were pulling into the pits, popping our hoods.
yeah.
Everybody was overheating.
That was just, typical Pueblo day.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Toyota, I mean, is one of the only companies that will ever still... Toyota, Porsche, and... I'll say Toyota and Porsche are the top 2 companies that will always push forward with making the most robust ICE cars. That's internal combustion, not the other thing.
Yeah, we have to be more specific since the
yeah,
last
I just
time we
wanna say that.
podcasted.
Holy shit! It is a different world.
But they're the only ones that are ever going to be forward-thinking and motorsports driven, or at least the 2 companies that I think will always be at the leading edge of
I mean,
that,
I
in
think,
my opinion.
I think Toyota now.
Yes.
Yeah, Toyota,
Yeah.
like, second gen Prius era Toyota, until, what's his name, came in. And
Toyota.
and started making the GR stuff. You
Yeah.
know?
They got boring for a long time.
Yeah, they really rested on their laurels and didn't innovate. You know, the Corolla was literally like, the underpinnings of the Corolla was the same from like 95 to like 2011. I
Yeah.
swear.
And it was a Corolla, so
Yeah.
nobody really paid that much attention.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, the 2010 Corolla I just kind of picked up is the worst, best car I've ever had. Does that make sense?
Yes.
It's fine.
It's a perfect car.
Man, it's perfect, but I am so ungrateful that I want it out of my life because I cannot get in it and drive it without being like, why am I not driving one of my other cars?
Like,
this is boring.
so boring.
It's a death sentence.
But it'll start every single time.
Sure.
It'll work every time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's.
Yeah,
so,
everybody always
worst,
asks, you know, what, our generation and just the people we run with, I know a lot of people who maybe don't have a ton of money, and they're like,
best. Yeah, right here. Yeah.
they're like, I need a car. What kind of car should I get? And I'm like, Toyota Corolla. And they're like, I don't want a Corolla. I'm gonna get a Jeep Grand Cherokee. And I'm like, you
Don't
are
do that.
like, get a Corolla. They're like, but the Corollas are boring. And I'm like, exactly.
Yeah.
That is what you, as a poor person, quote
Right.
unquote, you need transportation.
Yeah.
Get a fucking car that will start every day.
When you
Yeah.
take your Jeep in with a leaking engine because the 3.6 is awful, or you've got a death wobble,
Right?
it's not you're not going to be bored.
No.
My coworker just had both in his Cherokee. I was like, yeah, it's going to be about this much. Go to this shop, and it's going to be within this $600 range. And nailed it. And he's like, really? I was like, yeah, dude. It's just do it.
Yeah.
Just get it. You like Jeeps. I don't know what to tell you.
If you like, I can't explain why you like Jeeps, but if you like them, you got to do this.
Yeah.
I can explain why, but it's inappropriate for this video. Okay, that's a dig at Jeep people.
Well, they're so nice people with all their ducks.
All their ducks and they're waving and
Yeah, they're just nice people.
and they're rock slinging.
And then their camaraderie in the service department at Jeep. You know, I think that's where it all started. That's why Jeep people
That's
know
how
each
they
other.
became friends. They were all broken at the same time.
Yeah,
They're all
exactly.
sitting in
You have a
the
lot of time to hang out.
It's like, oh, did you meet out on the trail? No, we met at the shop, man.
No, we met out on the trail waiting for the recovery truck. And we just happened to keep camping equipment on our Jeep because we're used to being stuck on the side of the road. That's
That's how overlanding started.
Yes.
The last shop I worked at, we had a Jeep come in, needed an engine.
Shocker.
So, right, yeah, so the aftermarket warranty is like, well, you got to get it from LKQ. So the one we got from LKQ was also leaking.
Yeah,
But we
of course.
didn't know that till we got it in the car and started it. And then it got a third engine. And when I left, that third engine was failing. So
I'm not shocked.
You couldn't get those. Was a 3.6?
3.6.
You
Yeah.
get a 3.6 used, a Mopar 3.6 that doesn't leak.
See, this is
all the used ones have the same problem as the one you took out.
Yeah.
This is my problem. Like for my day job, I drive a Ram ProMaster. I actually really like that van, except the drivetrain. The engine makes enough power.
Right.
That's the best thing I can say about the engine. It makes enough power.
Right.
That transmission is garbage, which I guess the newer ones, I got a slightly older one. The new ones have like a 7-speed automatic.
Oh, so they actually fixed the because those transmissions have been a known issue in the ProMasters for years.
It's a
now.
Dodge Neon transmission.
And it's pulling a van around.
Right. It literally is. They took the 4-speed from the Neon and just like added a gear, and it's been that transmission forever. Yeah, it's retarded.
Which is funny because you got you got your own van and it's got a Nissan drivetrain, and I imagine you enjoy that a lot better.
Oh, that van. Oh, yeah, I bought a camper van. Well, I bought an old Nissan NV2500 work van, converting it into a camper van. But yeah, that thing has 220,000 miles on it, has a 4-liter, and whatever the RE blah, 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 blah automatic transmission is.
But not a CVT.
Not a CVT, because it's rear-wheel drive.
Yeah.
No rear-wheel drive Nissans or CVTs.
That's good.
Yeah.
Fun fact.
Yeah, that's a good rule
Actually.
of thumb. If you buy a rear-wheel drive Nissan, you're guaranteed to not get a CVT.
And have fun.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's true. And have fun.
But yeah, this thing has 220,000 miles on it, no leaks, runs perfectly, shifts perfectly. It's like, I know some guys that work shop in town, budget transmission over in Aurora. If I ever need a transmission work, that's where I would go, slight plug. But I go there all the time to do programming and some electrical diag stuff for them. And I told him about that, and the guy was like, yeah, I think I rebuilt one of those transmissions one time, and it had like 400,000 miles on it.
Wow.
Yeah. The only problem that those transmissions had was the oil coolers on the Frontiers, Xteras, and Pathfinders that's in the radiator would crack, and then you'd mix coolant and transmission fluid, and that will quickly ruin a transmission.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
But that wasn't actually the transmission's fault.
Yeah, that was just the cooler. It's kind of funny. That's like a European car problem.
Very much so, yeah.
Like
there's a fluid, isn't it? All the fluids are not the mixing valve. I don't know why I went to...
Why does my cooler look like mud? Because you bought an Alfa Romeo.
Well, it looks like a strawberry milkshake.
Yeah.
Because it's transmission fluid.
You know whose coolant looked like mud when they did their Miata radiator last week?
Oh, God.
Wow.
Was it that bad?
Oh, it was so black. It was
Black?
it was disgusting.
Black?
It was black.
It's not supposed to be black.
I know. I know.
Did you use Coke for coolant?
I don't know how long that coolant's been in there. I don't know how long that radiator's for sure the original radiator. Also, I had to bend some stuff back because I think when I hit the divider on I-25, just found a little bit of extra damage. But, you know, it's okay. I fixed it. With my hands. I pulled it. Pulled my AC condenser back to where it's supposed to be.
It's not structural.
Who needs a frame puller with a Miata? You just have your
You literally I just pulled the radiator mount, like I just bent it back down so that it would sit in the slots. But yeah, that coolant was black. Dude, it was bad. It's so much happier now.
I mean, that's probably because the radiator cracked, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it cracked pretty solid. Like all across the top and
that was
bottom.
the plastic, though.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, that's a little bit better, right? Just dissolved plastic.
Yeah, I mean, that's
not
just
oil.
That's just old plastic.
Yeah. I mean, I flushed it out once. I'm going to reflush it again just to get the rest of whatever rut. But all those lines need to be changed. All those hoses are very hard and... Excuse me. All those hoses are very hard, and it's time to give that thing some love or get rid of it. But
yeah. It's one of those cars, every time you drive it, I'm sure...
I can't get
rid of it, yeah.
No, I threw the snow tires on there specifically before it snowed to just slide around and have fun, you know?
I miss my Miata when there's snow on the ground, which is a weird thing to say.
Right.
But out here in Colorado, it's like when the sun comes out, you drop the top, there's snow on the ground, the temperature's perfect.
Right, you have a nice... You turn on the...
hoodie on. Yeah,
the
I
floor
had to
heater.
turn the heat on anyway because it was overheating all the time. So it was perfect.
See, my aircon and all that stuff works very well in that car. So it's perfect in the... Like, I drove the Corolla early that morning in the snowstorm. Not storm, but whatever. It was snowing. I had to go...
It was quite a bit of snow.
I had to go out in the thick of it to take my cousin to the doctor. And The Corolla has all-season tires. It's fine. It's a Corolla. No, whatever. Fine. Yeah. But I really wanted to drive the Miata. And I was like, you know what? I'll drive it later. And, you know, it kept snowing all day and it got icier and froze and all that. I drove it to work. I went to, you know, did my Restaurant Depot shopping in it and all the stuff you should do in a tiny car. And, yeah, as I was driving home, I was like, oh, yeah, it's tires. Get the tire for the thing you want to do.
Yes.
Absolutely.
That's it.
It will dramatically improve everything.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
it's so true. Like we've talked about getting rid of the Subaru at some point, which I'll tell you about the car I want to replace it with in a minute. But the car I want to replace it with front wheel drive. And Kayla's like, yeah, she had a Civic before. She's like, I like having the Subaru all wheel drive. I'm like, I know you do. But the thing you really like is the fact that I put snow tires on that thing every year.
Yeah.
You don't realize, because she's not paying attention. Why would she?
Well, you think it's the all-wheel drive. You think that's why you have that sure-footedness, that confidence.
And don't get me wrong.
It makes a difference.
It does make a difference, but it doesn't make a difference stopping.
No.
It doesn't really make a difference turning, even.
No.
You know? It's all in the tires.
It's acceleration and uphill driving. Like, if you want to go to the mountains, yes. Okay. It's got its advantages.
Right.
But... yeah, the Miata around town with studded snow tires on it, I'm flying by SUVs.
Yeah.
I'm going the speed limit, driving normally, and it feels fine. And you're just more conscious of what the back end is doing. And that's the worst possible drivetrain setup, theoretically, for a climate.
Yeah, people say rear-wheel drive is awful in the snow, but it's just you, your tires, and your driving.
Yeah.
And yet, until 1980 something,
yeah,
most people in America drove rear-wheel drive cars.
Yeah. Most people in the world, honestly.
Yeah, back when it actually snowed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I think back to Michigan, like in Detroit. You know?
That's a different type of snow.
Rusty, beat-up old American cars.
Yeah, in like the 70s, you look at any old footage, it's all just like old, I don't even know what the fuck the cars were, old Buicks and Chevys and, you know, old rear-wheel drive Fords, and they're just all just, you know. That didn't have good snow tires at that point.
When I went to Ascend in June, after Celeste, when I changed the layout, there was another guy there in a BRZ, and he's like, "Oh, let's do some lead follow." And he had done he had an E85 tune, he had an exhaust, he had an intake. He claimed it gave him like an extra 30-40 horsepower. I don't know, maybe. But he was like, well, let's do some lead follow. And, you know, when I'm behind him, I'm just watching him slide around, having fun. And then he gets behind me. He's like, I can't keep up with you. I'm like, dude, it's just brakes and tires.
Yeah.
Like, if you're on the track, having the right tires, having good brakes, you are going to feel so much faster.
Yes.
You're going to be so much faster because you have the confidence to go into those turns, especially in a BRZ.
Yeah.
Like, a little bit of power is not going to make much of a difference. You might feel it.
Right.
But as far as your lap times and your confidence, because it's going into turns fast.
Yeah. Oh, it's that turn in on that BRZ with those tires. I'll never forget that. It was
so good.
Because that Chicago box. I'll never forget that. I was like, boop, boop.
Yeah, you just kind of twitched your shoulders.
I was like, what just happened?
That was before I put good tires on it.
That
was on those bald-ass Michelin Primacy HP
Was it really?
That's a good chassis.
It's just a good chassis.
But like the Fiesta, I'm like, you
know? You're like digging it in.
Yeah.
When I passed that Hellcat in Pueblo, he went up and took a picture of my sidewalls. He wanted to see what my tires were.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, even with... I picked up that set of RPF 1s with the Falcons on there for the fit, and...
Were they 615Ks?
They are 660s. They're RT 660s.
Okay, yeah.
And that is an insane amount of grip for 90 horsepower.
Yeah.
Like, brakes? You don't need to use the brakes. Just turn in.
Yeah, you didn't touch the brakes going around.
I don't think so. No, definitely. Well, slush a little bit because I think I was getting... But high planes?
Yeah.
I think there's 2 points on the track where I brake in that. Maybe.
Yo, when you told me you weren't braking coming off that back straight, I'm like,
yeah. I mean, I could only get up to like 88.
Yeah, so...
I could only get up to just under 90, even if I nailed the first couple of corners. And yeah, it's uphill, and you just lift. I just lifted a little and turned in and stabbed it again, and I was like, all right, well, I'm still going 78, 79. Yeah, let's talk about our car woes and situations and get caught up on that.
You should do it. I want like a star wipe. And we're back.
yeah. Well, our bladders aren't the same as they used to be. Anyway.
And we didn't have a functioning coffee pot at the last place.
That's true.
Or
heat.
Or
heat.
Actually, we did kind of.
But we had to turn it off because it was too loud for the cameras.
Yeah.
So it was like, all right, everybody get warm, unplug it.
Yeah, we're way closer here, and it's just. I mean, I think probably we're 10 or 15 minutes respectively from each other's houses.
Yeah, I think it took about 15 minutes to get here. It was super close. But so we got to wrap. Some of us have to go to work.
Yeah.
Not me, you.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank God. But yeah, this is gonna. We were talking about this. Like, it's gonna enjoy the ride. It's gonna be like 5 episodes of us just catching up.
Yeah.
Because it's been where so much shit has happened.
Because we didn't stop doing car stuff.
I kind of did.
I don't think so.
Dude, you went to Slush. I think that's probably why you haven't been out to the track, because you got to get back up on the horse, and it's easy to get discouraged.
I mean,
plus
honestly,
you've been building a camper van the whole time.
That too. Honestly, I was ready to get back on the. Kayla will attest to this. I was ready to get back on the horse days later.
Good.
Yeah.
Like, she said something. Oh no, I was looking at other cars. Is what it was. Yeah. And she's like, "What? You just wrecked your car." I'm like, "Yeah, I know. I need another one."
Right. Exactly. How do you think I'm looking?
Yeah. But to go back to your point, I think we should just kind of, as wrapping up here, where we're at right now with cars, because it's changed a lot. Actually, yours has kind of changed, I guess.
It's basically the same. My 240 is so I actually drove it Slush the previous year, which is wild because we haven't recorded since even then.
Yeah.
The previous year, it was awesome. Matt volunteered to drive 200 miles in one day so that I could bring both cars to the same track event. And so I drove the...
Was it that far?
Well, 100 miles there, 100 miles
65.
back, right? Oh, is it only 65 miles to Fountain?
Yeah.
Does it just feel like 100 when you go through the construction?
Probably. Yeah. Maybe it's 80. Maybe call it 80.
Yeah.
But yeah, Matt showed up at my house at 5 a.m, and he got in the 240, and I remember he pulled up to a red light as we were driving down there. He's like, "It feels like a 30-year-old Nissan."
Yeah.
we got all the way down to Fountain, and I was able to hot lap, drift, hot lap, and drift again.
Yeah, because you had the BRZ and then the 240.
And the 240.
Yeah,
and then the 240's steering broke.
Yeah.
On the second, and Matt was like, "What are you doing? Like you're still alive."
Yeah, so, kind of recap that. Yeah, you wanted to do the track day and the drift, so I came down as, like, crew chief.
Yeah.
Pretty much. And it was funny because I was giving you advice for the track.
Yeah, you were like, "Okay, here are your braking zones for the hot lap session."
Yeah, and I could watch you and stuff and kind of give you some tips.
When I went out to drift, you're like, "Have fun. I don't know what you're doing." Just make sure to turn on the fan so it doesn't overheat.
Yeah, that.
This shows, because this was right after we stopped the podcast, and I remember you getting a text from you when I was in the pits going, "Fans." I'm like, "We have fans?"
I'm like, no, turn the fans on. Because the Jank 240, it's just like a freaking rocker switch to turn on the fans under the hood right now because. I don't know. That's just 240 problems.
I mean, honestly, the toggle switch is a lot better for what I'm doing with it.
Just turn them on.
Yeah, maybe it shouldn't be hooked directly to the battery like that.
We have a fuse?
There's a fuse.
Okay.
I did something very similar in the Cavalier that we built for the Rambler 500. Because the same thing, fan issue. So I drilled through the fender and we mounted a toggle switch.
Yeah.
And Nate helped me wire it up real quick.
Yeah,
easy enough. I just put fantastic.
Was it? Because if you're beating it up, just leave the fan on.
Yeah. It doesn't matter. Drilling holes in old cars is fun.
But yeah, then whoever put together his steering on the 240 at some point.
I got it aligned right before that.
Oh, you got it aligned right before. That's what it was.
Yeah.
It has aftermarket tie rods, and without going into too much detail, you can. There's a way you're supposed to adjust those tie rods, and then there is the way you're not supposed to. And so you had like 2 threads.
Yeah, holding my steering.
Holding the tie rod on.
And that got it all the way down from Denver to Fountain.
Multiple drift sessions.
And did the whole first drift session.
Yeah, until it didn't even break. It literally just like
unscrewed
itself.
Took the threads with it, I think. Right?
Oh, right, it did. Yeah. It pulled the last 2 threads off.
It's not the end of the world, but
yeah. But we were able to get the threads out of the adjuster. They just we could just take a pick. Take a pick, and then file it enough where we could actually get it back together.
And Matt did this in the pits at PPIR.
With, random tools. Yeah. We did not have good tools.
I went around borrowing wrenches because the drift community is pretty good about lending out wrenches.
Right.
I think anytime you're at the track, in general, people are kind of down for the cause, if you need something.
They want to help you get back out there.
Yeah, I mean, I bring a bunch of tools, not just for me, but anybody that needs them.
Absolutely.
But yeah, we were able to get that together, and the alignment was decent.
You eyeballed it really well. But I remember I took the car back apart once I got home because I was like, okay, he told me this is rigged up and that I shouldn't beat it up. But if my 240's running, I'm going to go do donuts. There's no way, I kind of have a personal rule. If it leaves the garage, it needs to do at least one donut before it comes back.
That's a good rule.
Yeah, and so I took it apart so I wouldn't die. So I wouldn't break the steering.
Yeah, and it's kind of been apart for...
It's been apart for a while because you know how projects snowball? You're like, oh, well, I can fix this, and I can add this, and I can add this. And the one thing that they don't talk about a lot in the car community when you're talking about modding is when you've got a factory car, it's really easy to do repairs. You replace that part. But when you go aftermarket and you put an aftermarket part on an aftermarket part on an aftermarket part, then all of a sudden it's a jigsaw puzzle. These things weren't meant to work together.
Yeah.
And you need to make it work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need to have some almost fabrication at that point.
Yes. We still need to cut my tie rods down to size.
Luckily, with an S chassis, there's a lot of pieces that you can figure out what aftermarket parts do work together. Although I think at this point you're so far down the rabbit hole that you're just like, no, whatever I'm adding is getting added to the thing.
Yeah, my suspension is that way, which is funny because my engine's stock. There's nothing done to it.
Yeah.
But my suspension is like, what? You got Nismo and GK Tech and DC Coil, and they're all...
Yeah, but I mean...
And a bunch of ISR parts, but they still say ISIS on them.
Yeah.
Because it's before they changed their name.
Rebranded.
Yeah.
That's also a different thing now. Okay, anyway.
Yes. But yeah, so you got rid of the Miata. I don't know if you sold the Miata last time.
I sold the... I don't think I sold the Miata before last year.
Yeah.
Which I miss having a convertible in my life, but I had the BRZ and the 240, and I just didn't have the time to work on 3. So, I know you understand that.
Yeah, well, I have more than that, so yeah.
So your fleet's mostly unchanged. My fleet, of course, that happened. Insert picture again. I'm going to make this as hard an editing for you as possible.
I've been trying not to say insert picture.
I'm fine with insert picture. It's not hard to insert a picture. It's not hard to insert a video. It's really not. All this is easy.
But I do actually, and had, another Fiesta already lined up. Because I went and bought Lucas Urban's white Fiesta. He blew up on the track years ago. And it's been sitting ever since. So I ended up buying that, putting it in, with the intent of putting an engine in it. Of course, and giving it to Kayla. That was going to be Kayla's daily driver. But then I wrecked the orange one. And Kayla was like, no, you just... this is yours. You like these cars. So I put the engine in it. Runs great. Has 30,000 miles on it. It's like a brand new Fiesta. Get driving it for a while, and it just smokes like crazy. Luckily, I don't think it's the engine. It's just the turbocharger. I used the turbocharger off the old smoked engine. Put it on there. I think the bearings are just done. I bought a turbo. Haven't had any time to freaking do it because I bought a Nissan NV2500, and me and Caleb have been working on converting it into a camper van all summer whenever we had nice days. And it's campable now. It took me a while to get the emissions done on that because I had to fix the catalytic converters on those things.
But it worked.
It worked.
Okay, good.
Yeah, it did pass emissions. And yeah, we got the Subaru. That's kind of been my fleet. I haven't really done a lot of car stuff since wrecking the Fiesta. In fact, I was just telling Aaron I just bought a new rally game, Assetto Corsa Rally, just dropped randomly. So I got the sim rig out yesterday and was doing some more with that. But I think all of us have been itching to do car stuff like crazy. And you going to Japan was really a big inspiration. We've been doing some car stuff.
Yeah, we've been working a lot in the backyard this summer, actually.
Yeah.
Although, albeit boring stuff, I'll talk about what I did to my Fit soon, but mostly fixing things and working on the camper, and we kind of just did some side-by-side days or swapped in and out. You did the whole engine in the Fiesta here.
Yep.
So just nothing fun,
right? Yeah.
Which it's been nice to get together, but I think that planning for this season, I'm excited to have more fun. Yeah, and Japan totally screwed me up honestly. It's never going to be the same.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, to just wrap up mine, I guess, like, the thing is, the white Fiesta, and no offense, Lucas, if you're listening to this, hit me up, you can buy it back. I'm just not attached to it. And I've been looking, for a long time, I went through cars. You know, I would buy a car, drive it for 3-4 months, sell it, get something else, you know. The Fiesta was the longest tenure I've ever had with a car. And I'm just like, I keep looking at Marketplace, and prices are coming back to like a reasonable level for the dumb shit boxes I like. And I'm like, you know what? I think it's time to do some fun shit. I don't need a daily. The Fiesta has proven to me now, with my current job, I haven't driven that car in a month.
Yeah.
Wow.
You know, and I take the Subaru sometimes, so it would be nice to have like something to drive, but I don't need it daily. I have my work van.
Yeah, your something can be a fun car.
Exactly. So it's opening up some possibilities, and I think I'm going to start doing some fun stuff in the future here. Please get a rear wheel drive Nissan like you want.
You've been talking about a Z31 for a long time.
I do need a rear wheel drive Nissan.
Or whatever. Just get in our little Japanese circle of fun.
Or an MR2 Spider.
MR2 Spider.
So, MR2 Spiders, which are now 25 years old, you can get a really nice JDM one for $6,000 to $9,000 landed in the U.S. and cleared at customs. That's customs.
Shipping,
yeah, everything. You do need to then do the title work here.
Yeah.
But they're $10,000 here for one that's got triple the mileage.
Yeah.
And it's not right-hand drive, which will fuck you up as a driver for quite a while. So maybe look locally too, not a problem. But I think that, and to that point, the only way I would get rid of the Miata is if I knew that would be replacing it, because that car is so good.
Yeah, I feel like that's the next little go-kart I need.
Yeah.
Rear-wheel drive. It's a Toyota. I need to get back into a Toyota.
Well, having a topless car in your life, it's just a quality of life thing.
Right.
Like, it's therapy.
Like, I'll never own a convertible in Colorado. Like, I need...
The weather here is so good for convertibles.
Yeah.
Right.
Even when they're, like, right now, there's snow on the ground. And I could have driven here with the top down, no issue.
I might put the top down and go to work in the Miata today.
Yeah.
You know,
Wouldn't blame you.
honestly. It's Sunday.
It's just,
beautiful.
there's something really fun about it. Like, I miss my ratty old Miata for that. And it was so ratty, I could park it, leave the top down. Nobody's messing with it.
Yeah, nobody cared.
Yeah.
I got a new top-down hat in Japan.
Oh, shit.
Nice.
Yeah, we didn't go over the goodie bag. He had the whole goodie
No,
bag.
we'll do the goodie bag on another episode. But
Yeah. Yes.
this is the Miata winter cap, guys.
That's all you need.
Yeah,
I love that.
it's a
Keeps
very
your ears
famous
warm.
character in Japan, and yeah, look at that. Goes around the thing.
Oh,
Anyway,
okay.
Yeah. So anyway,
That's perfect. Won't blow off.
it's beautiful. Oh,
I
love
fucking
it.
love that.
Just
And
wanted
it
to show you
fits
guys
the
that.
it fits the Miata aesthetic.
It does. Yeah, I got some goofy little stuff for that car, and you know.
Yeah,
I'm excited.
well, next episode we gotta do like the goodie bag reveal.
we will.
Yeah, there's like I said, enjoy the ride because we gotta play catch up here, but I also enjoy the ride because I think part of the reason I wanted to do this, and we'll get to your car fleet in a second, but it's just like we got to get back to
Absolutely.
getting together, to doing fun things with cars.
Yeah.
You know, and
Anytime we're together, this is what it sounds like anyway.
right,
We're just recording it now.
exactly.
Which I think the last hang in the garage kind of brought that back up too, where we're just like, oh, we should have been recording this whole thing.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, your fleet has changed.
Yeah, it always changes quite a
lot.
bit.
Oh, you had the CRV, I think, last time.
I had the
fucking recorded.
CRV and the CRX,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and I
CRV
had the
was
Miata.
our
I had
camera.
just got the Miata when we stopped recording.
Oh yeah, I had an RX-8 when we recorded
Yeah.
last. That's
right.
long gone.
That is long gone.
Yeah, no, right now, and going back to your point about not being attached or not feeling attached to something or feeling like it's your car, your 240 probably feels like your car. Like,
Absolutely.
oh, that's my car. And probably even your BRZ.
It does less so.
A little less,
Like
right?
I've been considering selling the BRZ, but selling the S14 would be a really painful experience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I started taking my Fit to the track this year and just using it to scratch the itch. because it's a lot less safety and old maintenance stuff to update compared to the Miata, which honestly, after watching the Miata get crunched like a beer can next to the Fiesta at Slush, made me rethink wanting to track that car aggressively, because I think, God forbid, I hate saying that. Ugh. I
Science
think,
forbid.
Yeah,
Something forbid.
Xenu forbid.
Xenu forbid.
if the way that those two cars hit the wall, the Miata and the Fiesta, and the fact that you just walked out of your car and we all went home together in the Fit with all the everything.
Yeah.
And the other person did not. I mean, he's okay.
Yes.
But
he left in an ambulance.
He left in an ambulance.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a slow motion clip of his helmet smashing that wall.
Yeah. And I think that for me was like, I love the Miata, but the Fit is a much safer car.
Yeah.
Also, the Fit feels like my car. I can never, it is when someone's like, oh, it's my Fit. It's always my Fit.
It
I
fits.
have, and I've just got, the last
Aaron
year
fits,
I bought, no, last year I bought a 370Z, which I
It's
love
an amazing
that car.
car. Yeah.
It is really nice. It's
People clown on the Zs for internet reasons that, like we talked about with the horsepower bullshit. People clown on stuff on the internet because it's a bunch of armchair mechanics who've never fucking driven more than two cars in
sound
their
like
life.
an old man, but kids today, they only care about it's that boost, and those horsepower numbers are so attractive because we've talked about this a lot, the democratization of horsepower, where horsepower is so accessible now and the numbers are so high now that it makes something with a reasonable amount of horsepower, 300 horsepower, look like, oh, it doesn't have a lot. It's like, go drive it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go get it out of control and then tell me that you don't think it's enough power.
Yeah. So the Fit did a couple of track days. Great. I don't know what I did to it. It's a mystery oil leak. I don't think it's a mystery anymore. I think it's the head gasket.
I think we figured it out.
Is it still leaking?
Oh, like worse than ever. It's undrivable. The Fit's undrivable because I was matting it up Eisenhower Pass to the tunnel after
somehow
tracking it all
this guy
summer.
warped the head on an L15 engine or something so bad that it is pouring oil out of the back of the head or head gasket area.
I don't know.
Single cam Honda engine.
I
We're
don't
in the
know.
same club together.
Yeah,
now.
I'm gonna try. I don't know what I'm gonna do. It
I'm
doesn't
gonna
matter. But no, that feels like my car, and I think that's my next project now. Is so this could go on forever, but the toss up is I bought. Okay, let me reset here.
What cars do you have currently?
Currently, I have the Fit, which is sitting and turns on and is fine, but pours oil like as if you just had the jug open.
But only under like heavy throttle.
No, now it's.
Oh, now it's doing it at idle?
Matt was next to me when I fixed some other stuff we tried some other things, and it just.
Yeah, it just idles and just like.
And it could be that spool valve, the new one, the aftermarket one. I don't. Anyway, I'm not gonna. That's another half an hour speculation.
Yeah.
This is beating it kills me that I can't drive my Fit, which being attached to it is a good thing, I think. It's a great car. I love it. Still bought parts for it in Japan. Anyway, Honda Fit. I bought a 370Z this year. Sport package, touring package, 19-inch raised wheels, big brakes, synchro rev match, which is amazing. It's just a great car. It's a new fun car. I really enjoy it. And I don't think it's quite like my S2000 was or like the Spider was. But it does feel like a big, comfortable GT car, and I really like that.
Yeah.
I've got the Miata still, which
Yep.
is still kicking and starts every time and does what it needs to do. It's a great car.
It's a Miata.
I've got, Chris helped me pick up an S14 Zenki Shell. That's very complete, minus an engine and transmission and drive shaft. And probably other things that I haven't seen yet.
Yeah, I'm sure there's going to be lots of little details if you try to put a K back in that's going to...
Yeah, but like the suspension is all there. There's a welded diff in there. It's 5 lug. It's a sunroof car. It's 5-speed already. It's got a lot going for it. It is a salvage title car, but I think I picked up that car with the intention of using it versus I don't think that's ever going to be a pretty car. I think it
Yeah.
might slide around and whatever, but it's a good, solid S chassis.
Body straight.
And I just think that for what I paid for it, there was no way I wasn't going to scoop it up and let it sit in the backyard for a while.
Right.
So 2 rear-wheel drive Nissans added to the fleet, the Fit, the Miata, and then just to make sure I had a Toyota in the group, I picked up a 2010 Toyota Corolla, automatic, which is
the
also,
most boring car.
Yeah, I call it slow death. Because I think the Fit is like God's chariot and the perfect daily driver, and I'm going to get a second one to drive because I'll probably K-swap this one. That's, I think, the plan.
You had
I think
more than
that's-
one Fit, I think, the last time we recorded.
I did. I sold my purple Fit.
Oh, yeah.
That one got sorted out by a guy that races BMWs and he loves it. So great.
Nice.
Works at SCR? No.
Something like that. Yeah.
The one up in Loveland.
Yeah.
I think it's SCR.
Yeah. He like painted the front and like really kind of brought it back to what it should be. If I knew I was going to blow up my Fit, I would have kept it. But, you know, my sister's Fit one day will make it into my circle.
Yeah.
Never.
I don't know. I'm excited to K-swap the Fit.
Yeah. So
because
that's...
I think that is really close to the horsepower to weight ratio of the Fiesta.
Yeah.
But with NA.
Yeah.
Which I think is going to be insanely fun.
Yeah. So I think the plan realistically is 2 cars are going to go. I think I really don't want to sell the S14 shell. But I just don't think I'm going to do anything with it.
Right.
Is the truth.
I think if you're going to swap the Fit, that's going to be your project. So, and just the space that you have.
Yeah.
If you owned 80 acres,
yeah,
then of course you just put the shell in under a tarp and call it a day.
And
but
then the day that you stumble across the right engine, you're like, today's the day.
Yeah,
right, exactly.
Yeah.
But
no, I think the S14's got to go. Yeah, I'll probably wind up with another Fit to drive. I'm 100% ordering a K truck for something else that I'll reveal when it's done.
Yeah, we need to show you the website that Aaron showed me of how, like the import all these cars, and they're so cheap.
It's like an honest importer. That
It's a
doesn't
good.
gouge.
Well, we're gonna find out because I'm gonna order a truck and we're gonna see what the process is like to go through this company and get it registered here in Colorado, which I think that legislation kicks in 2027.
Yeah. Okay.
However, I think it's gonna take 6 months to get it together anyway, and apparently your local DMV most likely will do it, and it doesn't really matter. So yeah, I'd like to switch it up. So I had the Z. Really, all I care about having is the Z, the Fit, and a K truck.
Yeah.
So that's kind of the first update, right?
Yeah.
I think it's going to take 5 hours of updating,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. We should do like. Yeah, we should just call this like War Back Part 1, and like we'll see how many War Back parts there are.
Yeah, this
we
is
haven't
a
got,
random...
You may be noticing we're missing a whole person here.
Yeah.
Because Hamza's way up north, and so we got to get him
But
down
he's
here.
not as far up north as he used to be.
That's true.
Yeah, and he works for a cool car company now, which is nice.
Yeah,
He
so we
rounds,
need-
polishes.
Yeah, so we need to get him on here to talk about that experience. We got
Yeah.
a lot to do, but for now, some of us got to get to work.
Give us your best sign off, Matt. Give us your new. You know what? You got to give us a sign off.
Oh God! Oh no! Follow us wherever you found us. I will be posting this on my personal thing. So hello to all my car friends I haven't seen in forever. And until next time, honestly,
Welcome back.
welcome back, y'all. See you next time.